Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
Okay, let's get to today's results. Jerel, this Ohio State team, I don't know, were they just playing possum? Like they just didn't rock with Chris Holtman or something, bro? Like, was there just a toxic culture? Like, I'm like, was he not passing out the beats or something? Like, what was up with the NIL? I don't know, but this looks like a different team. They've won 4 out of 5 since Chris Holtman was let go, including today a blowout win of Michigan, 84-61. Is this what I mean? Is it just as simple as a coaching change and they're inspired? Like, what's different about this Buckeyes team?
Man, it definitely seems that way, and I seen them play. I would say probably most of 2 of their last 4 games, and just from what I had saw early on in the year before they made the coaching change, man, it certainly looks like a different team, man. Those guys look like they're full of life right now. They're enthusiastic. They look like they not really concerned with the results right now. They're out there just grinding, playing as hard as they can, and playing together, man. And it's actually been fun to see. It's been refreshing to see. Shout out to Diebler. He's done a great job, obviously, man. And
Yeah,
but I think they won 3 of their last 4. And even in the game that I think they lost, which I think that was Minnesota they lost to,
yeah, it was Minnesota
which
on
was
the
kind of
road. Yep.
which is yeah, which has been a tough game for pretty much everybody in the Big Ten this year. But even in that game,
Yep.
man, just seeing the way that they lost and they competed that game, because they kind of gave Minnesota all that they could handle, man. But it's been inspiring to see, man. Obviously, they might be on to something here. So if nothing else, I think Diebler earned himself a little bit of money, and obviously just thickening up the resume a little bit and increasing his reps. So man, they've done a good job, man, and they kind of just wore Michigan down today.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, Kevin. Right now, I know you have an article coming out real soon for SI on give the job to Diebler, but how do you sort of work through that? Because I mean, dude is putting together. I mean, an end of the season. I think that's probably the hard thing. Is like the sample size is so damn
Hard,
small,
yeah.
and it's hard to give a job like that on such a small sample. But is there anything he can do to make it a hard decision for Ohio State administrators?
I think making a run in the NCAA tournament would make things interesting. I'm not sure they can get there, right? They'd have to
Right.
certainly, I think, beat Rutgers on the road on Sunday next week, and then maybe even win one, a couple games in the Big Ten tournament to get into that conversation. If they do that and then they make a run in March, I think there's at least a conversation that has to be had about Diebler. I just think it's gonna be hard, right? Like at the end of the day, Ohio State spent 14, $15 million to buy out Chris Holtman because they didn't like the program's direction. So how do you turn around in a month and say, all right, we're very confident that this guy who was sitting here all this time is the guy, right? I think you do that to make a splash, and so unless Diebler can really make significant headway here in the next couple of weeks, I think he's still not likely to get the job. That being said, as Jerel said, he certainly acquitted himself well and
Yep.
opened up some doors for him in the future, coaching job wise.
Thank you for watching the Field of 68. If you've enjoyed what you've seen here, hit that like button, share this link with your friends, or check out the description for some other places that you can consume Field of 68 content.